Welcome to Hank's Place. Suddenlies. I'm green screened in front of our elm tree, which took a beating in this week's ice storm here in Austin, Texas. It was unexpected. Suddenly, a freezing drizzle became a heavy rain at 28 degrees. Ouch. Now, besides the weather, God has been known to do things suddenly. We're familiar, I'm sure, of Moses and Israel at the Red Sea. Exodus 14, 13 and 14. Suddenly, overnight, the sea parted and they crossed over on dry ground. It was when they had their backs to the wall, well, a Red Sea in this instance, and they appeared doomed, and suddenly everything changed. That tells me that apparent doom means nothing when the God of the suddenlies is on your side. And how about Gideon in Judges 6? For 7 years, the Midianites would come down upon the Israelites at harvest time, and they would steal, plundering their crops, the crops they had worked so hard to grow. Just like Satan, you work, he tries to steal it. Suddenly, God chooses one man, and he selects a mere 300 to go against that raider nation. And suddenly, what a great victory! Israel enjoyed peace the rest of Gideon's life. Well, that tells me that sheer numbers mean nothing when the God of the suddenlies is with you. And then there's Joshua defending those deceitful Gibeonites in Joshua 10. Remember? They lied to Joshua and they entered into a peace treaty with Israel. Then Israel had to go to battle to protect them when the 5 kings of the Amorites attacked those Gibeonites. Joshua, in a moment of divine inspiration, called the sun and the moon to stand still, and suddenly they did. Now, did God stop the entire universe? Just the Earth's rotation, our solar system? Just? In order that the righteous could have victory over their enemies. Well, that tells me, my friend, that nothing in the universe can stop you when the God of the suddenlies is with you. In Isaiah 48, 3 through 7 and 11, God says he will act for his own sake in order that no one can claim the glory. It says he declared future things, spoke them ahead of time, and then he acted suddenly. Now, there's a particular suddenly mentioned elsewhere in Isaiah. It's found in chapter 30, verses 12 to 14. It concerns wrongdoers, those who reject God, who rely upon wickedness, crookedness, deceitfulness, liars. They have a suddenly coming. It's like a bulge in a high wall, bulging, and suddenly their collapse comes, and completely. I truly believe that God has his suddenly coming against evildoers to set things right in America, to set things right for the righteous, for those who love him, who seek after righteousness and honor. He will be gracious to us. He will rescue us, and it is he who will receive the glory. MSN, CNN, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they have no idea what's coming from the hand of God. So be encouraged today, my friends, and look up. Expect his suddenly, for it's nearly upon us. You'll come alive.